What?
Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and greetings and salutations to all the sincere brothers pushing the truth with our sincerity. I'm your brother Jeremiah, and to the left we have...
Ash. And the brother Shamar.
Yeah, so pretty much we're going to talk about how, it's false brethren, amongst the camps, and that the Lord is going to expose them and remove them.
Right.
Like he's been doing, sifting the house of Israel. All right, so we got the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 4. It says, "For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation. Ungodly men, turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness, and denying the Lord, the only Lord, power, and our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach." All right, so you have certain men crept in unawares, and the Most High is exposing them, and also sifting them out, man. All right, and it says, "Who were before of old ordained to this condemnation." All right, that was their lot. Their lot was to creep in unaware to get destroyed. Mm-hmm. They was ordained to do that because this is the Most High movie. All right. This is his movie. This is his program.
Yep, they were set up to be the necessary evil because at the end of the day, they part of the movie too. But they part of the movie is to play a bad role, man. Mm-hmm. All right, because at the end of the day, somebody has to be Judas, man. somebody has to turn on the Lord. Mm-hmm. All right, and hey, if Judas did it, nothing new under the sun. There's people who came up against. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, shoot those people who, while Yahushua was on earth, turned away and left his and left by his side when he brought certain parables out, man. All right, it was actually dudes that actually turned away and stopped walking with Yahushua at that moment. Whenever Yahushua brought out certain parables, man. All right, so it has to be necessary evils, and these dudes that fall out, they part of the necessary evil, man, because the Heavenly Father is showing us examples of dudes who not praying, dudes who not fasting, dudes who not fellowshipping, and what could happen and what could be a result of somebody not being one with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Crept in unawares. They was never of this, man. All right, and like the brother said, they was been preordained for the condemnation, man. They ungodly men. They sinners, man. They wicked people, man. Dude, wait for a chance to fall out or get kicked out, and then next thing you know, niggas go all up immersed in wickedness. That means your psyche was never off this wicked place, man. All right, you ungodly, man.
Yeah, you was never born again.
Yeah, you was never born again, man. Turning the grace of our Lord into lasciviousness. We go into that word lasciviousness. G766. Let this guy said it.
Strong's G766. As-el Gaya.
Lasciviousness, wantonness, filthy. These niggas filthy. Yep. It says unbridled lust. All right, so the unbridled lust, they couldn't control their lust for material shits or whatever case may be. Excuse. What the scriptures say about a wicked man?
Excess.
Excess. Excess.
Doing too much eating.
Yep.
Indulging in too much
pleasures.
Pleasures, carnal pleasures.
Yep. Lasciviousness, wantonness, outrageousness, shamelessness, insolence. These niggas were shameless, man. They were shameless, man. Doing all type of vile shit, man. Niggas, those are the type of dudes that was doing all type of shit while in the truth, popping females in the truth on the Sabbath, or on the menstrual, all type of wicked shit, man. That didn't give. They filthy, man. Yeah. They had the spirit of filthy animals. I forget what movie that was. Home Alone. You filthy animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say, in general, Yohanan say you can pop your woman in the butt, and that's filthy,
That's filthy. Yep. And denying the only Lord power and our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. And that's a filthy act, man. That's blasphemy, denying the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Those dudes that turn back to the way of perdition, man. That's you denying the Heavenly Father and His Son. You turn back straight into destruction, man.
Yeah.
Straight to destruction.
That's basically what Nate did when he stopped teaching the name of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because he crept in unawares. He was back there with our elders and apostles. You know, in the old school back there. You know, in other old places. You know, he was around. When you seen the breakdown, the video he did with the names, he did it right. And now he's calling on Jesus Christ. But that's denying the Lord Yahushua Mashiach.
It did. And then persecuting those who call on the name of Yahushua. Talking about if you call on Yahushua, you wicked. I've never seen anybody righteous call on that name, man.
Right.
Wow.
You off, man. You was a dude crept in unawares, man. And you literally, and you filthy, man. You actually turned you actually sold out for some shekels, man. Yeah, more on the talk. Or you want the next precept?
That's it.
All right. The next precept is we're gonna read through 2 Peter's real quick. It's 2 Peter's 2:1. But there were false prophets among you, among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
That's right, man. It's false prophets among the people, man. It says, even as there shall be false teachers among you. Yeah, if you're preaching the wrong doctrine, false doctrine, you're going to get kicked out, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just like that. And it says, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. And we see that. We see people teaching that the flat earth, you know. What else they teaching, man?
The sign, the 12 tribe sign ain't supposed to be a sign.
Right.
Fucking who it was? Talk off camera, but some bug out dude, man. Fucking over here talking about the two sticks. That's in Ezekiel 37. It's talking about the elect. How you gonna hold up the elect with the name with Judah and his companions and Ephraim and his companions? That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, man. Damnable heresy. And who those false teachers? Those was the dudes that had crept in unawares that got put out from the congregation. As soon as they get put out, they switch up whole doctrines, man. It's like, yo, you had all this in your mind while you was supposed to be walking in the right line, man.
Right.
You was been a false teacher, man.
Right. Because you never believed, you never really believed. You heard the truth from the apostles and the elders, but somewhere along the line, you thought that you wasn't fully assured that those were the true men of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you always had your doubts about them. You know what I mean? You never looked at them in a pure way.
Yep.
You know, your mind was already corrupted. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, man. Hey, the scriptures, it says, who privily bring in damnable heresies. All right, them damnable heresies include denying the name of the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
That brought them, man.
That's right.
And then you doing that, that's what we was talking about. That's a filthy act, man. And that's those dudes who turn back into perdition. Because it's going to bring swift destruction on them, man.
Yep.
It's going to bring swift destruction on them. And like the scriptures say, they latter end is going to be worse than the beginning, man. They're going to be bugged the fuck out. You look at them, them ITR niggas, they bugged the fuck out, man. You listen to the reasons like, yo, you make no sense. Mm-hmm. You make no sense. You bug the fuck out. You worse than a regular bug out nigga in the streets, man. Mm-hmm. You bug the fuck out and you gonna die, man. All right.
That's right.
Verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. All right. So, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Get that word. Mabukah Shah. Nicholas.
Got you out.
Please.
G6848. That's 6848. G684. 684.
Strong's G684.
Apollyon.
Apollyon.
I brought this word out earlier in the video I did. Perdition, destruction, waste, damnable, to die, perish. All right. pernicious, destroying utter destruction of vessels. And just like I said in the video earlier, Lord willing, we be part of the elect, we vessels of honor. You dudes is vessels of dishonor, man.
right.
Set up for destruction, man.
Right.
That's what they deserve.
That's what they deserve, because your whole presence is dishonorable, man. You a filthy animal, man. You denying the Lord. That's a filth. That's abominable, man. That's way left field, man. What the fuck?
Oh, hey, a good example, because it says of money,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
If you go back to the precept, it says,
Which one?
verse 2, it says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be even spoken of. A good example is that dude, who like to call himself Tazadakia.
Yeah.
Right,
Comforter,
comfy.
whatever
You know?
this thing name.
He says that he the Holy Spirit, but if you go on YouTube, it's a bunch of people putting videos up on how the wrong that he did to them, man, how much money he took from them, you know what I mean, and they left the truth. You got dudes that totally bugged out, they don't even believe in the Bible no more
Because of this guy.
because of that nigga, man.
Hey, the scriptures tell you if the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall in the ditch, man.
All right.
That's right.
That's why you dudes that crept in the west, y'all are a necessary evil, because when you look at it, when one dude fall out, it's not just one dude, it's a gang of them niggas that follow, man. Because what? It's the Most High set it up so you can bug out a certain period, so you can pull all the bug outs with you, man.
That's stumbling blocks.
You stumbling block, man. Necessary evil, man. Okay?
Yeah, because this thing only for the elect.
That's right. Most High be out here killing two birds with one stone, man.
Yeah.
Up. Verse 3. And though covet, you said what? Salah, and through covetousness, shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
Yeah, man, they about to be destroyed real soon. Judgment is coming for you, false brethren, man. All right, and you ones that's teaching the false doctrine. Judgment is coming.
That's right. Verse 4, for if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. All right, and hey, man, that's exactly what it is, man. And that's exactly what it is, man. The Most High didn't spare the angels that sinned, man. The nation of Israel, when we went off in the Adamites, the first fruit, when they went off, the Most High didn't spare them. Put us in chains of darkness. We in these bodies as we speak, man. We in these bodies as we speak, and we reserved in these bodies until the day of judgment, man. All right, and Lord willing, we be part of the elect when the day of judgment come. Just like Noah was saved and Lot was saved, we gonna get saved. But them dudes, hey, do hand join their hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. They gonna get put down with the world of the ungodly, man.
Right. And if the Most High been doing all that judgment, you know what I mean? He chastens us.
Mm-hmm.
But you coming in this truth and you trying to make it your own thing, or switching up the doctrine, you know, being a false brother, you know what I mean? Well, you know, you amongst the brothers, you being false, having doubt in your mind, having ill thoughts, you know, you become a fallout, and now you're teaching false doctrine. That's the worst thing that anyone could ever do, man.
Yep.
You worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. You worse than those ungodly that was living during the time of the flood.
Yep.
Cause you mess with the Lord, son, man. You mess with Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So you gonna pay a worse death than anyone ever paid, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have more stripes added onto them, man. It's gonna be worse, man. It's gonna be worse.
If I may say, verse 7 says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Hey, fast forward today, we're vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked as well, man. All right, we're vexed, man. At the same time, you know, we got to endure. You know, vexed with the filthy behavior of the wicked, man. You know,
But
you know, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire. So what you think is going to happen today's time? This place is going to be destroyed with fire, man. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah was, but it's going to be worse, man.
yeah. But you know, I says Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. That's basically that what gives us, you know, fuel to teach, man, and preach. You know, do these lessons, do these shows, go on the highways and the byways, man. We prophesying against the filthy conversation of the wicked. You know, like you had that dude Kanye West say that about the slavery was a choice.
Yep.
You know, that's a filthy conversation of the wicked, man. But you know how many brothers did shows on it?
Con.
You know what I'm saying? And if you in the spirit, you're gonna be continuously sighing and crying. Okay? But when you in the wrong spirit, man, you being comfortable. You don't have that spirit, man. You become with the world, man.
Yep.
Because when you really, if you fall out, man, you was always you never came out the world, man. You always had one foot in, one foot out.
Never even had a foot in. Like I been telling brothers, man. You know when you come when you first get presented this truth, you look at it like, you know, you count the cars real quick. You see if it, you think to yourself, man, is it for me to go through this fire? You think about it, you think of the end result, you be like, you know what, I'm gonna go through this fire, and then you go through. But them dudes, they feel the flame and they just stand there like, yeah, I'm gonna come, but they never push through, man. They never believed. They stayed in the world, man. They stayed in the world, man. They was never of us, man. And we're gonna get into that a little later, man. All right.
That's right.
Verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. And that's what's happening to you dudes, man. All right, y'all being reserved. All right, y'all being reserved, man. And hey, that day of judgment ain't gonna be no light punishment, man. Ain't gonna be no little slap on the hand, on the wrist, man. All right, it's gonna be thermonuclear fire on your ass plus torment, man. Apparitions. You're gonna go through famine. All right, you're gonna watch your wife get raped, your kids get raped. As twisted as it sounds, you might get raped. You feel me? All type of shit gonna happen. A bear might chop your leg off, and you still gonna live. And then the lion might take a chunk of your head out, and then you still gonna have to live, man.
That's right.
Ebola you might catch Ebola, you might catch Zika, all type of shit at once, man.
That's right.
You gonna get tormented, man. That's what the brother was saying. It was right, man. You gonna get a worse judgment than the ungodly that lived in those days, man. Because you played with the name of the Lord, man. You denied Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. You came in, you faked the funk. You took on his name and didn't want to go change the doctrine, man. You playing with fire, man. Yeah. All right, you playing with fire. That is capital treason, man. And what happened with people that is considered considered under the portfolio of capital treason is open season, open contract. Everybody is out to put a hit on you, man. And that's what's gonna happen on the day of judgment, man. The Heavenly Father gonna let all type of shit come your way. It's gonna be open season on you, man.
It says, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. So the Most High is reserving those evil men to take the chip.
Yeah, they gonna take the chip. That's the spirit. I said that. That's the spirit you came up with this topic, because I kind of went into that earlier. Because I was saying that too in the video I made earlier. Shit, them dudes gonna get tossed in concentration camp. And then, it might be dudes with some of the elect might have to go to concentration camp, but the difference is the elect will have a protection and you not. The elect not gonna take the chip. You are, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro. That's the difference, man.
That's what I
You know, your ass put to death, man. Verse 10. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of the of uncleanness and despise government. Presumptuous are they, self-willed, and that's them fallouts for real, man. They self-willed, man. Everything is to promote themselves, glorify themselves. Oh, we like them ITR niggas. It was a great revelation to them, man. Oh yeah, hey, these you can't call a Benjamite a Jamaican or West Indian. Yeah, man, that's not. Yeah. You know, we ain't gonna do that. Just so you can say you came up with that and the apostles was wrong. You self-willed, man. You despise government, man. The Most High set up a structure, man, and you despise the structure that he set up, man. All right. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities, man. They're not afraid to speak evil of dignities, man.
All right.
Niggas talk shit about everything. And little do they know they talking shit about the Most High, and Yahweh Shah talking shit about the apostles or what the apostles taught them, man.
Yeah.
Because it was given to the apostles of the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shah, man. And now you want to talk shit about them and come on, man.
They don't even understand what they talking about.
Exactly, man.
They just talking, man. They not afraid. Like they just
Backbiters, man. They backbiters and brute beasts, yeah, man. All that, man.
They murmuring too.
Murmurers and everything, yeah. Verse 11, whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, being not railing accusation, bring not railing accusation against them before the Lord. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not. They don't understand it, man. And shall utterly perish in their own corruption. They're gonna utterly perish in their own corruption, man.
Look, it says, whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusation against them before the Lord. So basically, they saying they working harder than these demons working, man. You know how you got these demons? They be going to the angels, you know, trying to go before the Lord and say, hey, look at him, he doing this, he doing that. You feel me?
Yeah.
These niggas be waiting for one of the brothers to slip up.
So they,
mainly the apostles, man.
Yep.
So they got something to say. Feel me?
And hey, as the next verse say, but these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. So they was made to be taken and destroyed.
Oh,
it was necessary evil, man.
Right, because angels that are great in power and might. You feel me?
Yeah.
The Most High ain't made them to destroy them. You feel me?
Yep. He ain't make the angels to destroy the angels, man. These dudes was made to be destroyed, and they bringing up they speaking of things that they understand not. So you don't understand what you talk about. Dudes that come up again, come on, man, you can't. Yo, the elect is the stick in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. You don't understand what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up, man. Put down the Bible. Just take your garment, fold it up. You don't have to donate it. You can just frame it, man. Yeah. Just frame it, and you can just sit there while you being a coon with your, you continuing your madness. You sitting on your couch. You lighting up your spliff or whatever. You can stare at the garment and be like, damn, man, I'm gonna die. I hung up the garment. You can just sit and fade in your wickedness and oblivious of your wickedness while just pondering on how you gonna die, man. Because that's what the fuck gonna happen, man. Put down the Bible, man. Just put down the Bible and just sit back, kick back. Go get your bitch, make your bitch suck your dick while you sit on the couch, get your face, smash your face in with liquor, man, and just think on the Lord, how the Lord gonna kill you, man. Instead of picking up the Bible, man. Which, in a sense, go ahead, pick up the Bible. Do it, man. Do it. You wanna know why? Because it must happen, man. The scriptures tell you it must be people to come in and do that, man. We just went into it, false teachers. It has to be done, man. It has to be done so you can get pointed out, so you can get a scope on you, man. Cause that's what always happens, man. With the fire, what happens? A scope get placed on them, man. Scope pale. Everybody looking up. The scriptures tell you, you're supposed to mark them that cause division. You changing the doctrine, you turning against the Lord, you denying the name of the Lord. All you trying to do is cause division, man.
Yeah. But really, the scope You know, I'm with you. I hear what you're saying, brother. But I'm saying the scope was put on them before they got put out.
Yeah, yep, that's right.
You know,
That's right.
the scope was already on them because they was doing off shit, man.
No, in that camp, in whatever camp they was in, and then once they go out, the scope is being the scope is pronounced to the congregation. Now everybody take heed of this guy, man. Everybody take heed because hey, when you read up, it says what Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation. It's dudes that fell out our camp. You know, brother seeing certain shit and it's vexing, man. Yo, why the fuck this dude never fellowshipping with us? This shit is vexing, man. It's vexing, man. And then you come, and then the Lord exposed why the dude will never fellowship because he was a wicked nigga. And it's like, man, that dude gonna die. Lord willing, we get saved, man. You know. Verse 13. And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are and blemished, sporting themselves with their own deceivings. Sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. Okay, these dudes are spotted and blemished, man. And hey, and for you to get in the kingdom, you gotta be unspotted, man.
Right.
With no gall found in your mouth, right? They don't fit the characteristics, man.
Right. It says spots they are in blemishes, you know, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. I mean, they was part of the camp.
Yep, they was spotted. They was blemished. They was eating of the Passover unworthily.
Right.
All type of stuff, man.
Right.
They was. You got it out. Go ahead, man.
It was a blot, man. It made the whole camp off.
There was that little leaven.
Right.
Yep.
What's that scripture? Even my own brother, something like that.
A faithful friend
That-
whom I
that-
trusted in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Psalms, I believe 46.
Okay.
You know. Oh yeah, Khan. Can you get that Bible Kasha?
What you want?
I believe Psalms 46.
Psalm 46.
Psalms 47. Cause you right, young man. That's a good precept. They go right to it.
I think it's lift up his heel against me, something like that.
Right. Psalms 46. Go to 47. Bible Kasha. If not, it might be 64. Bear with us, Akim. Cause the precept go right with it.
You said what it saying? What's the wording? What's the wording?
He that but has lifted up the hill against me.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it, no, HEE.
Oh shit. Tripping. The water. Yeah. Psalm 41.
Oh, 41, okay, Salakia.
Psalms 41 verse 9. Yeah, my own familiar friend in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread, have lifted up his heel against me.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You know, the ones that was in the camp, you know, we chilling with them, fellowshipping with them and whatnot, not knowing he's an enemy. You know, he coming up against us. He coming up against Yahweh Bashim Shai. You know?
Alright. This precept is prophesying of Judas. Because I believe it's in the book of Luke. You know what it says on the last subject, it says that this was fulfilled. And Yahweh Shai quoted that scripture. When he dipped the bread in the cup with Judas, you know? There you go, right there.
John 13, 18.
John.
In John 13, 18. I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen.
Oh no, start up, brother Babu Kushar.
Okay.
You gotta start up.
You want me to start up at?
Go. Start up some more. Hold on. Start at 10.
All right, this is John 13:10. Yahushua said to him, "He that is washed needeth not to needeth not to save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit. And ye are clean, but not all. For ye knew who should betray him. Therefore he said, ye are not all clean."
Right. I'll go back to 2 Peter 2. And verse 13.
2 Peter 2:13, "And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime, spots they are and blemish, sporting them."
Spots, Salakia, spots, they are and blemishes. Sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. So in their mind, they bugging out, they talking shit already, man.
Yep.
Ain't just not making it manifest to the congregation. They may pull a younger brother aside,
Try to indoctrinate them.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Madness.
But it says there were spots and blemishes, you know,
They
while they
wasn't all
feast
clean.
with you. You know what I'm saying? They now go back to John Baba Kusha.
It wasn't all clean.
They was having a feast. This is supper. Yahushua said, "Yeah, not all clean." Meaning it was one of them niggas in there that wasn't right.
Yep.
You know? Keep reading, brother.
So after he had washed their feet and have taken his garment and was set down again, he said unto them, Know ye what I have done to you? You call me Master and Lord, and ye say well, for I am so. If I then your Lord and Master have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled. He that eateth bread with me hath lifted up his heel against you.
All right. That's the precept you want to write in your mind.
That's right. The water.
You know, because that's how it is. You know, first you start off amongst the congregation because really, like the scripture said, you was preordained to this condemnation because this is the worst thing that you could ever do. That's why in the Psalms they prophesied of Judas, you know, which is the son of perdition.
Yep.
All right, but you walking, all you do is that all you fallouts, y'all are Judas, man. Y'all are Judases.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the way that story of Judas. That's you, man.
Right.
You know,
Vessels of dishonor.
right?
They had problems. They had problems how Yahushua moved, man. Jews had problems with. He low key ain't like Yahushua, man. Unless you niggas, man.
Right.
Y'all don't like, y'all high key don't like Yahushua, man. And it's shown.
That's
It's
right.
shown, man. You know? Back at 2 Peter chapter 2, and I go back to 14. Having eyes full of adultery, niggas go into any type of doctrine, man. Any type of doctrine. Niggas switch up any type of way, man. And shit, they might literally be adulterers as well, man. And that cannot cease from sin. They can't cease from sin, man. Shit, once you turn away from the truth, you are liable to do anything, man.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
You liable to do anything, man. You liable to snort coke. You liable to sip lean and pop Zans and Perks and drink Four Locos. That's inside.
Their mind is plagued.
Yeah,
The Most High plagued their mind.
They seared with a hot iron, man. They got a whole bunch of demons living. Their house was swept and garnished, and they turned away from the truth. And now 7 demons, a number of completion of whatever demons jump on them and sear themselves. Them demons literally walk in and seal the door behind them, man. And now you totally bugged out. That's why the latter end of you is worse than the beginning. Now you drinking Four Locos and popping Xannies and drinking lean, man.
Because like the other brother you call, you know, he said once you go all the way right, well, you ain't got anything else to do but I'll go all the
Go
way
all the way
left.
left. Yep. Beguiling unstable souls. Beguiling unstable souls, man. Okay.
You know,
We supposed to be found no guile in our mouths, bro. These
Right.
dudes is all in it, bro.
Right.
unstable souls, you know, weak-minded people, man.
They double-minded, man. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man.
Right.
Yeah.
The dude, one day you was in the truth, now you don't want to be in the truth and you really fall out, man. You unstable, man. In heart, they have exercise with covetous practices, cursed children. You a cursed child, man. Hey, I forget where is that in the apocrypha, man? Dang, man. But you dudes is a curse to the day of judgment, man. I forget how you say it in Greek. Dang, I forget how it go, man. But y'all cursed, man.
Thema Maran.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You curse, man. All right, verse 15. Which have spoken the right way,
It's forsaken.
El Salakia, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray. You dudes forsook the right way. All right, you dudes forsook the right way, and at the end of the day, man, just like it says in what's that? Second Ezra, man. You didn't forsake the heavenly you ain't forsaking the heavenly Father, man. You only forsake yourself, man. You doing it to yourself, man. You only doing it to yourself, man. Cause what's coming to you, that destruction that's coming to you, is brought. Hey, you did it to yourself, man. Cause you should never turned away from the Lord, man. All right, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Besor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbid the madness of the prophet. Want to speak on that?
Yeah, man, because Balaam and the son of Besor, you can read about that, you know, in Numbers, what's the 22nd chapter.
Yeah.
You know, basically he was hired by Balak, right? The king of Moab,
Yeah, I believe so.
to put curses on Israel, man. And on his way to do that, he was riding on his own donkey, and the donkey rebuked him, man. So he got rebuked by a dumb ass, man. You feel me? Cause his madness, cause it's, you know what I mean. He got paid, man. He sold out, bro. That's basically the scriptures are comparing you to him, and it's dumb for you to speak against this truth, man.
Yep.
The scriptures say what? In no wise speak against the truth.
Yep. It's a real idiotic move, man. It's a real idiotic move. You should just hanged up your towel and just shut up and went your way, man.
Really?
That would have been the best thing for you, man. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Every father made you do that shit so you be set as an example so you can fucking die, man. You made your death public. And that's what you do with people who commit treason, man. You make their death public.
Yeah.
And that's what every father did. He
Sure.
making their death public so that everybody knows not to speak against the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. You know?
Yep. And yeah, his son Yahweh Shai, man.
Yep.
You know, Lord willing, you know, we part of his body, man, the elect. You know, because they speaking against brothers, they speaking against this truth.
Yep.
You know, ultimately they're speaking against the Lord.
That's why Yahushua told them if they come against you, know that they came against me first. So if you paraphrase, man, they ain't coming against us. They coming to get. Hey, you care not the messenger, man. We just the messengers, man.
That's it.
We're not speaking our words. We speaking the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So if you got a problem with the words we speak, that means you got a problem with the person who sent us to speak those words, man.
That's right.
Verse 19. I bet Salaki, verse 17. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with tempest, to whom the midst of darkness is reserved forever.
They juiced out.
Yep.
They dry. It's a lot.
They ain't got no oil. They ain't got no oil.
That's right.
Hey, that you know, that's all. You know, niggas be coming around, you know, looking dry and shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Literally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't got no oil. Yep. Literally dry, ashy white, man. Ashy white. Yeah. Inside. Verse 18. But when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they are
Allure.
allure them Salaki. They allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escape from them who live in error. Yeah, man, those that were clean escape from them who live in error, man. The Heavenly Father separated us, man, from them dudes, man.
Come on.
While they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption. For that and that's while they promise them liberty, they themselves are servants of corruption. That's them dudes was like that. They was literally in this truth preaching salvation, man. Why they themselves were servants of corruption, man.
They were still doing nigga shit.
They was being niggards, man.
Yeah.
Rich, you got it.
No, my bad. Because if you go up, back up, like it says when they speak great swelling words of vanity, 12 tribes don't matter. You know, this, that, and the third. They coming up against the apostles saying the apostles out they doctrine off, but it said they allured through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness. You know, I mean they undisciplined. They never was circumcised in their heart, man. You feel me? And now they promising the people that they follow liberty. You know what I mean? Hey, you can leave Great Millstone. That's a cult. You know, they just on mind control on you. You know, you ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do that. That's not in the scriptures. They themselves are servants of corruption because they gonna be put to death, man. Because they can't put their body under subjection.
Yep.
So they subject to the flesh, man, to death. You know, it's a lot. Is it on that?
The word didn't quicken them. You know, the word didn't quicken them. You know, they was just been a hearer of the word and not a doer of the word, man.
Right. That's good.
You know, so hey, we ain't worried about them, man. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. Those niggas unjust, man. Most I gonna deal with them. You know.
For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahushua Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it is happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. Yeah, man, dudes escaped. They escaped the world. They came to the truth, and they turned back, man. The latter end of them is worse than the beginning, man.
They look bad.
Yep.
They look bad.
Not fit for the kingdom.
Yeah, they ain't fit for the kingdom.
Right.
They acting like Lot's wife, man. Looking bad. You gotta endure, man. Lord willing, we endure to the end, man. You know?
You gotta have faith that you're gonna endure.
Come on.
That's piece I want to get his we want to get his 1 John 2:19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
All right, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. So it says that they was put out, man, to make it manifest that they weren't right the whole time, you know. Cause when they go out, what's they do? They start teaching, saying outlandish shit. Seem like, damn, nigga, you feel like this the whole time?
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad you got put out. I'm glad the Most High wrath is about upon you now. You know what I'm saying? You know?
The last precept I want to get is Jeremiah 9:4. Take ye heed, every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. And they would deceive every one his neighbor and would not speak the truth. They have taught their tongues to speak lies and weary themselves to commit iniquity.
Yeah, and this is basically about niggas, man. You know, watch out for niggas. All right,
That's right.
And pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that He don't take the spirit off of you. You know, speaking to myself first, and that we don't become niggas, cause a nigga, that's what a nigga gonna do, man. It said for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders, man. That's talking about wicked niggas, man. Cause a brother walking in the spirit, power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is not gonna slander you. It's not gonna supplant you, man. But you got niggas of our nation. And ultimately you have niggas that come in this truth. Like a wise brother told me, man. One of my elder brothers told me, in this truth, you're gonna meet some of the best people, and you're gonna meet some of the worst. And that's just the truth. So you gotta take experience from brothers, testimonies, and you have that as a form of wisdom, because it's in the scriptures. All right. It's sad, but it's part of this movie, man. It's just it's necessary evil, like the brother Shamar said. Okay, so that's why I said, take heed. That's why we doing this video, to warn the sheep, warn the Akim. Be on point, be circumspect, because that's the times that we living in. All right, this work, this ministry is the most important thing on earth. Okay, Lord willing, this sacrifice that us brothers are making, man, start with our apostles and elders and their elders and all the great men of the Lord before us. All right, this work is going down in history. Okay, this is what's going to save the world. This is what's going to counterbalance all the wickedness and iniquity that's going out throughout the four corners of the globe. This is what's going to make everything right again. So this is Satan's number one attack, man. This is on his number one list. You got all type of forces coming up against this truth, man. And a part of that comes with false brethren. All right, false teachers who become false teachers and false prophets to deceive others, man. Okay, so be alert.
Yeah, man. Anybody else got something to say? And with that, we want to give all praises, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and greetings and salutations to all the sincere Akim, pushing the truth, fighting the good fight of faith, and standing stiffly for the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.